accident there. Let me clean this up because we need some vino today. Got some red wine. I had a rough, rough week. Uh, Stuck. Can't believe this thing. Hold on one second. Uh, and it's just getting better. All right, try that one. Okay. All right, let's push all the way down. It's not spinning. I screwed it on too tight. Who's this? I'm muted. Thank you, T. Yeah, I noticed that. My bad. No, I had a little accident here today, guys. Yes, it's been a rough week. I'm fine. I'm fine. Are you serious right now? Yo. I think God is trying to tell me something like, motherfucker, stop drinking. No, it's Friday. I had a rough week. I need this, Jesus. Give me one second. Why is it's stuck in there? No, it's not. It's there. Okay. Let me try that one more time. Oh. Oh. I'm gonna need. Give me one second. I'm gonna have to call reinforcements. This is embarrassing. I don't know. What do I need? Damn it. No, it is gonna be that type of. Oh. All right, guys. Give me 2 seconds. Give me 2 seconds. I have something around here that I can use for this. No, I don't. Let me see this. Let me see. Okay, let's try this. I'll pull up MacGyver right now for all those 80s babies watching. Yeah. Okay, now we're good. Now we are good. What's going on, chat? What's going on, chat? Let me salute. Happy Friday, everybody that is in the chat. Today is gonna be a lively discussion. What's going on? Anything new happening? Anything new happening? Lindenelli, go fuck. Listen, man, don't make me cuss so early. Don't make me cuss so early. We'll talk about your Snyderverse. We'll talk about it. What's going on? The WBD Netflix deal is not confirmed. It will take about 12 to 18 months. Yes, we'll talk about that, Ryan. We'll talk about that. We're talking about all of that. Give me 2 seconds. Let me see. Yeah, I know. I was muted. Yeah, I know. Sorry. What's going on down in the city? Hunter Iggy, thank you for coming through. Thank you. Let me see. I can. Yeah, you can. Yes. Thank you. Vino. Oh, yes, sir. I needed it. Yes. I don't know if I'm gonna pop off, but I need it. Like this week, my number one guy, my right hand man, my co-manager, my co-supervisor, or my supervisor, my manager, whatever, man. It's like we don't have titles, we're friends. He's out, and I've been holding the bag, and oh my god, it's been one of those weeks from hell. Like it started, like Monday started off like nice. I was like, oh, it's gonna be a good week. It's gonna be a good. Like I had a conversation with him a couple of minutes ago. I was like, oh, it's gonna be a good week. But no, man. All of a sudden Tuesday, it just went downhill from there. But yeah. Hope you're doing okay. I'm doing fantastic. Now I am, my friend. Now I am. Yes, the room is red, and we know why. Wait, I didn't change this one. I didn't change this one. There you go. Let's give it a little bit of contrast. Let's give it a little bit of contrast. That's fine. Yeah, yes. It's about to go down. Tito, thank you for texting me, bro. Like I always keep that in mind, because when I'm sitting here, I'm talking to my wife, doing stuff and moving stuff around, and I don't want you to hear like all the ruckus behind the scenes. And I mute the mic, and then I turn it back, and then I turn it on when I'm ready to go live, and I always forget to turn it back on. And it never fails, but it's cool. Oh snap! Oh, this is cool. It's doing the dual. Nice. It's doing the dual stream finally. Oh look! This is what it's doing. It's taking like the mainstream and just like cropping it. That sucks. That's all right. It's okay. It's still we're still making it happen. We're still gonna have a good time here. Ben, they're celebrating in Netflix, getting Warner Brothers. It's red. Yes. Ooh, let me see. There it is. Okay. See? Yeah. My soundboard is I'm gonna be using my soundboard a lot today. I'm gonna be using, like, today I wanted to talk about like the Batman stuff, like about this girl getting cast for Batman, but Z for Zero. Not sure what you're saying. Let me see. Hunter Iggy. What is your thought on Danny saying, I got a source telling me that James Gunn does not want to be creative in control? That's my girl. You're not going to start a war between me and my homie. Listen, I have my own reservations, but I respect her source and her information. I'm not going to discredit whatever information she's given. So I do not know. I don't know. So I cannot say that her information is not factual. So I'll leave it at that. But yeah, it could be anything. Don't end up like Affleck trying to catch a. No, it's just something to mellow me out. Like when I get. Usually when I get drunk, it's like around 11 when I had just a couple of beers, and depends what I'm drinking. Like I drink IPAs. IPAs, like by the third, fourth one, you're done. But if I'm drinking, I like a black label, and I usually like take 6 shots. I mean, 2 doubles, 2 doubles, and I'm done. You had an awesome. That's good to hear, bro. That's good to hear. Oh man, well, where's my music? Where's my music at? Hold on 1 second. Give me 1 second, guys. Give me 1 second. Okay. All right, now I got some music. Now we can get into this. Let's see. Let me mute. Okay, it's not mute. Good. Let me mute this so nobody calls me. Okay, good. All right, so we're here. Okay. All right. So let's get into this, guys. What's going on, guys? Welcome to Anarchy, where we gather every Thursday or Friday, depends the day of the week, to talk about all the things DC and everything that's going on in geekdom, in the fandom. Get out of here, dude. What? Where's the? I don't have congratulations. Let me see. Oh. This is also, I wanted to use this later on, but congratulations, Ryan. Congratulations for getting engaged. You are going to learn what pain is. I mean, you're going to love being married, having kids, having a house, a mortgage, responsibilities. So here's to many years of happiness with your bride to be, my friend. Thank you for sharing that information with us. Yeah, but no seriousness. All seriousness. Congratulations, buddy. Hopefully you guys have a lifetime of happiness, health, and pure bliss. Okay. Nobody knows at this point. The only people that knows are the ones that are executive boards over at Warner Brothers and Netflix. They can fire Gunn, and they can fire Gunn, and they can keep him. But there will definitely be creative changes. They're definitely gonna be making some changes, man. Yeah, that's undeniably, my brothers and sisters. All right, so let's get into this. I wanted to talk about. Let me get back to this because I have some other stuff that I wanted to talk about. And I'm all over the place, of course. Yeah. No. You know what? This one never fails me. Let's go to DC Film News. Oh, look at that. So let's talk about this. Let's go through DC Film News because honestly, I was just gonna talk about the whole thing with the merger. And I will get into details into the weeds with all of that. But first, let's talk about a couple of things that happened throughout the week. So it's Critics' Choice Award. Actually, it's award season. I think, yeah, it's award season. So the Critics' Choice Award, the nominee Danielle Brooke has been nominated Best Supporting Actress in a Comedy Series of Peacemaker Season 2 as the Critics' Choice Award, and I'm all here for it because she was the best part, one of the best things from that series from Season 1 and Season 2. She just has grown as an actor. And I think she deserves this and far more. And I think sky's the limit for her because I think she's a really great actor that you can see her growth. As far as Superman has been nominated for Best Visual Effects and Critics' Choice Award. And that, of course, goes to my buddy Stephen Sietti. I don't know, Seretti. He's so, like, we always chopping it up on so like I have invited him a couple of times because I love VFX, and I wanted to talk about VFX, the process, the future of VFX, because there's a lot of controversy when it comes to that, and I would like to get his take on that because there's certain things that VFX artists are accepting and engaging with, and others are just like completely against it. And I just wanted to pick his brain and get into a deep conversation about these things. And nothing like I wouldn't ask him nothing about what he's doing with Superman sequel or anything like that, or some behind the scenes stuff that it's kind of sensitive information that is not to be out there. Like just strictly technical stuff that I would love to discuss with him. Anyway, all right. So Netflix CEO tests around. We're gonna get to this because this whole thing about the film going to cinemas. I think it's completely BS. Let me see. What is this? Another thing. Yeah, we're getting some I like that we're getting little bits and pieces from Supergirl. What I noticed is a Supergirl is gonna be very colorful. I think Supergirl is gonna be very something like Guardians of the Galaxy colorful. Like this, the sequel was the most colorful one, and I think this is gonna be pretty much similar. And this is what it looks like, a popcorn machine, a space popcorn machine, because you have the soda here on the side, the drinks, whatever, the soda dispensers. So yeah, it looks like a little slug, alien slug, providing popcorn. Anyway, Superman has become Google's second most search video movie of 2025. The movie that nobody was interested in, that nobody watched, that nobody really cared about. The number one CBM of the year, of course, is Superman. And it's only gonna get better. Like, this movie achieved everything that needed to achieve. That's why we're getting a sequel. That's why we'll get to that. But yeah, the movie did exactly what we needed to do. It made a little bit of money back. It gave back the investors their money back, so that there was no losses for the studio. It changed the narrative as far as what Superman is supposed to be. He brought new fans and new audiences. Like, this movie has done everything that was set out to do. Emma Stone, I don't believe this. And the reason why is because I know that what's her name? Scarlett Johansson. Jeez, Scarlett Johansson has been cast as a love interest in the Batman sequel. She has been cast as we don't know what her role will be. A lot of people are speculating that, what's her name? Black Mask? I forgot her name. Damn, this thing is strong. Anyway, so yeah, I need to take it easy. Where was I? So yeah, so Emma Stone, this was the Snyder. I don't believe anything this dude says. Even though he was spot on a recent scoop about the cinematographer for the Batman 2. So he maybe has, you know what, to be fair, maybe he has some insight. Maybe he has a real connect this time around. I just don't like when he goes in. It's just, I don't like that dude. I just, period, don't like Jeff Snyder. I don't. Full stop. But anyway, so I got a feeling like this was a thing where he saw, okay, Scarlett Johansson, redhead. What other redhead in Hollywood could have been in the Batman? Oh, maybe Emma Stone, who's a hot of the presses. This lady is like the hottest thing in Hollywood right now. So yeah, I don't believe this, but it could be very. So it could be very true. Lantern trailer. This bothered me. A Lantern trailer was already screened yesterday. Well, the day before yesterday. No, yesterday. Yeah, the day before yesterday. Yesterday the 4th. Yes, during HBO Max event in London. So you guys in London, you fine chaps, gotta get the Lantern series. That was horrible. That was a horrible English accent. But yeah, man, I wish I would have seen. I can't wait to see this. I really can't wait to see this. The fact that this was supposed to come out before Supergirl, and it got pushed back, it means that this universe is not story building; it's world building. They're not interested on like reaching that one individual that we gotta fight at the end of the tunnel. No, we're creating this universe and we're expanding this universe. That's what they're doing. I wonder how that's gonna play out on Netflix, because Netflix, I mean, they have the Stranger Thing. They're gonna have a spin-off, but I don't know. I wouldn't call that a universe. And they can very well create the Stranger Things universe. So I wonder how they're gonna handle the whole thing about creating a shared universe with the DC now that acquiring DC. Okay, so websites online. Okay, they already seen this. We already seen this. Yeah, we saw this. So yeah, so this is the suit. It's official. It looks sharp. It looks clean. It looks exactly what Supergirl is gonna look like. One thing that I noticed is that design, of course, is very similar to the one that Kal-El wore in the Superman movie. So this means that they have this Kryptonian garb. This is stuff. This suit is Kryptonian. That's what it tells me. In the Superman suit is also Kryptonian. So but this looks legit. This dude went God mode. Philippe La. Philippe La. This looks heavenly. Yeah. This movie is gonna peak. It's gonna be peak. Yeah, this looks amazing. I cannot wait for this. For this. Look at this suit. Look at this. See? Beautiful. You see my tears? Nice. So I think this looks good. I love this whole thing with Scarlett Johansson. Matt Reeves hasn't put it out there, because Matt Reeves, whenever they officially cast somebody, he always tweets it. At least he did that with the first Batman, but he hasn't done it with this one. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this. Yes. All right, so I just want to give a little recap. I could have done like a proper. Oh look, my boy. Yeah, I just watched this video this afternoon. Great video. I'm sure that I reposted. Yeah, I already did. Oops. Great video. All right, so let's get into this. Warner Brothers, a Netflix company. Shout out to DC Film News. They created this logo. People were using it as official. I broke something last week. I asked James Gunn about the Batman suit. And I want to say this. Now, DC Film News, I spoke to him, but there were a lot of people out there. Like my circle, like he shouted me out, even Bubble Talks. But there were a lot of people that were taking this little piece of news and they were like they were cropping my name out. Like I asked James Gunn, hey, about the Batman suit, white eyes, whatever. You guys already know the news about that. Where I asked him, hey, I know a lot of people ask you about this, but how about Batman having some animated type of cowl similar to Deadpool, and with a white eye, so that way when he's fighting with villains, he can frown, but when he's talking to civilians, he can have a more welcoming cowl face, whatever. And James Gunn responded, hey, listen, that's the least important thing. The most important thing is actually the story, et cetera, things that really matter about the character, how in the actor that could possibly play him. And everybody ran with a little bit piece of information, and they were crapping my freaking name out. Guys, listen, it does, like, I don't get additional subscribers. I don't get additional followers. I seen it. I seen the interaction. I don't get anything additional. But just be respectful whenever you get some information that was pulled by somebody else, whether it's me or somebody else. Leave the name there. There's a brand. I'm trying to create a brand, and this would have been a nice little exposure there. Just saying, just like be part of the conversation, so that way that you could have some value whenever you try to approach people about certain things, which I don't do a lot, but it's anyway, whatever. So let's talk about this. Sorry, I ran off a little bit too much. Oh, damn, the link is broken. Oh no, wait, this is the one. Let's go to this article. Whoa. I updated this. I know I'm sure that I updated this. Let me see. Hold on 1 second. Oh man. No. Oh, Jesus freaking Christ. Okay, we're off to a great start. Let me go and get that. I'm so unprofessional. Let me go and look for the Variety report. Let's go and find that. I thought I updated all the links and all that stuff. Okay, Variety, Netflix. Oh, Lord. How's everybody doing? How is everybody doing? Where's that report? Of course. Now I can. Oh, there it is. Is this it? Nope. Is this it? I think I found it. That's not Variety. Damn it. See, I just love it when things don't work out. Come on. Bro. Another negative point that isn't really talked about is the classic films. Yes, man. The classic films are going to be used, I guess, for what? Classic films are going to be used to train the AI. And I'll touch up on that subject. I'll touch up on that subject too. Definitely discuss that as well. Come on. Is this it here? Where is it? There we go. Okay, here we go. This thing dropped at 4 a.m. 5 a.m. my time. All right. So Netflix. Oh my God. Why am I so winded? Is it the wine? Netflix says that Warner Brothers movies will remain in theaters, but windows will evolve to be much more consumer friendly. Again, I don't think this is the report. Let me see if I find it. Yeah. Good. Other owners. Is this it? 4 hours ago. 6 hours ago. 10 hours ago. 11. I think this is it right here. Okay. Nope. Netflix buy. There you go. This is the one. Sorry about that, guys. That's so unprofessional. Netflix to buy Warner Brothers and HBO Max for an $82.7 billion deal. 82 billion. Almost 83. That's crazy. That's a lot of paper. That's a lot of bread. That's a lot of pasteles. If you know, you know. Okay, it's official. In a move that will dramatically reshape the entertainment business, Netflix and Warner Brothers Discovery announced an agreement Friday under which Netflix will acquire Warner Brothers, including the films and TV studios, its gaming business, HBO Max and HBO. The deal has a total enterprise value, including debt. Yeah, because they had a lot of debt. At approximately, so they're paying off the debt. That's why. Okay, approximately 82.7 billion, with a equally value of equity. Oh my God, what's wrong with me? Equity value of equity.
English, motherfucker, do you speak it?
Equity value of $72 billion. The company said the announcement of Netflix deal to buy Warner Brothers streaming and studio business came after weeks of long bidding war that pitted the streaming against the David Ellison, Paramount, Skydance, and Comcast. I really wanted Comcast to get it. David Ellison, they are too they're too Trumpy for me. like they are a little bit too Trump. Like I don't want the government have any dictating anything associated with the media. I don't like that idea. That's like we have too much government as it is. So this is not a political statement, and this is not because he's Republican. Like it could have been Democrat. I would have been like, nah, I don't like that. I don't like any government with their hands on anything on a media company or any ways for them to manipulate the media. So yeah, I was not a huge fan of Paramount. But I prefer them over Netflix, that's for sure. All right. News broke Thursday evening that Netflix hadn't entered into an exclusive negotiation with Warner Brothers and in a deal for Warner Brothers and HBO Max. I know some of you are surprised we are making this acquisition, Netflix co-CEO Tess Randall said in a call with analyst Friday. Noting the company historical has been more builders than buyers. You need to buy to build, bro. Netflix said it expects to maintain Warner Brothers' current operation and build on its strength. And let me highlight this so that way we can circle back to this. Let's circle back to this, including theatrical release for films. Currently, Warner Brothers has deal to release. I was going to say restore to release its film in cinemas through 2029. That's very important. 2029. No, actually, let's discuss this. So the current operation to build is this pretty much saying they're gonna keep whoever is there. And Mike DeLuca, Pam Abdi, the guy from the scary movie side, James Gunn, Peter Safran. So pretty much they're saying the architects of Warner Brothers and DC Studios and New Line, they're not gonna go anywhere. Those people will remain there because we're gonna strengthen them to during this acquisition. But anything could change because whenever you are acquiring a company, it's very hard. It's very rare. But it happens. It happens. Like, I'm not going to say the name of my company, but like the company that I work for got acquired and nobody lost a job because we do something specific that company wasn't doing. So they didn't see it didn't make any sense for them to bring some other people to train because the software that we train that is very complicated, whatever. But the thing is that there are instances where companies will acquire a company and they will keep the staff intact. They wouldn't touch them because they understand that they know the process, they know the ins and out or whatever they're buying. So they don't want to mess with that sauce. Right? So that's a possibility. And also it's a possibility that they say, no, we have different ideas that we want to implement, and we're going to have this new leadership that they can do whatever they want. And they will dismantle whatever it is that is currently operational until 2029. Fair. Or they can just destroy it. Get rid of Warner Brothers and just keep the library, plug it into Netflix, and they act like Warner Brothers never existed. Those are three real options. So in terms of what is the other thing? So Warner Brothers has deals to release its films in cinemas through 2029. This is the little bit of information that I wanted to talk about because people are saying the stupidest thing. Oh, we're going to see the Batman sequel on Netflix. Sure, eventually we will if the deal goes through, because you got to keep this in mind too. They put a bid and Warner Brothers accepted the bid. I don't know if you ever purchase a home, but there could be a lot of things that can go wrong. Like you can, this is a house for sale. You put a bid, somebody else put another bid. Sometimes they give you a chance to make a higher bid. Same fucking thing that happened with this thing. Once they agree on one person, that's it. They deal directly with that person. Now let's go to the bank. Let's go make sure the money's right. Make sure the down payment is correct. Like all those things have to work out perfectly in order for you to acquire that home. The same thing's gonna happen here. Netflix, yes, they put it a bit. Warner Brothers accepted. Now they have to go through the motion of this whole legality, of getting the money right, getting everything sorted out, making sure there's no antitrust laws that are being broken, making sure that they are not monopolizing the game. There's a lot of things that could go wrong where they can the deal can just fall apart and nothing happens, and Warner Brothers stays there, and then what's the name? The Allisons can come in and say, hey, it won't be any problem because we got this guy backing us. We could buy you off, and they could be sold to them. So a lot of things can happen, but the thing is that accepting a bid is not ironclad. It's not 100%. So just be mindful of that before jumping the gun. Okay. All right. So, and the thing is about another thing I wanted to talk about was the cinema. The whole thing about movies going to cinema. Listen, Sarando said that movies are gonna go to movie theaters. Blah blah blah. I don't believe him. I'm sorry, I do not believe him. I don't. Maybe they are gonna do that to a degree because like they did with Frankenstein, like what they did what. And I think the Frankenstein movie, they just did it because they feel like they have a good chance to win awards, and that's a prerequisite for you to be nominated for the Academy. They released the K-pop Demon Hunters. So they have a decent track record on releasing, doing a limited release for movies in movie theaters. But I do not see them. Every movie that Warner Brothers does, put it in movie theaters. I do not see them doing that. And so when I see this, which I already said in a previous live stream, that when he said that they're gonna put all these movies in theaters, he's referring to movies that are contractually bound to be movie theaters. That means Superman, Supergirl, Clayface. What else is in the queue? Minecraft. There's a bunch of movies. There's a bunch of movies that are already in production about the Batman 2. All those movies that already have a contract to go in movie theaters, they will go to movie theaters throughout the post-COVID standard 33 to 45 day window. And then it'll go to VOD, just like Superman did. That is still gonna remain the case through 2029. After 2029, we don't know, and that's what's giving me pause, because I think people are misquoting him, and I think he's a disingenuous dude. I think he has said many things in the past where he said, "I'm not gonna buy. We're not in business of buying." Then he ends up buying. I don't like the way that he moves. I don't like the way that, because Netflix, like they already said a couple of times that they look at this as content. If you think about it, Netflix, you know what? Let's talk about this let's talk about it from let's look at the positive, right? The pros and cons. The pros, you got money out the wazoo. You got money out the yin yang. So the next batch of DCU movies, they're gonna have a robust purse to make the movie. There's no limits. If you go and watch those movies of the Russo's brothers, that they were really bad, but the CGI were amazing, the action were pretty cool, and those movies were extremely expensive. If you go watch the movie with The Rock and Ryan Reynolds, movie was extremely expensive. Netflix didn't hesitate to pay for those movies. They pay a lot of money. Now imagine them getting the hands on a coveted IP like DC, where they see that they can get a Batman movie made, a Wonder Woman movie made, Justice League, when that Justice League movie gets made, if you think that that movie, the Avengers game, Endgame and Infinity War look beautiful, well, until you get to that, because they're gonna pay whatever it takes to make that movie look beautiful. So as far as that, they have the pockets and also shows. Right now, Netflix, I don't know who I was watching who said Netflix don't have franchises. Studios love franchises. Netflix have Stranger Things, and they have Money Heist, which went for I don't know how many seasons. Then got a little bit stupid. They have a couple of shows, but they don't become, generational, that like every 10 years they can reboot it again and bring this character back again. That's where stuff like having the Warner Brother catalog, where they can just remake one of those classics, or they can just take one of those DC IP and do another Batman, another Superman when in money's no object. So like, let's say about also talk about side characters, because they love doing shows, those limited series. Now we're gonna have, like, for instance, that Sergeant Rock movie. Warner Brothers, whenever they had to put a movie out, they had to get a producer. The producers had to go and get the money. The money has to, they had to get the money for this movie, the film, and then the movie goes off, it's off to the races. That's not going to be a problem anymore. What if the Sergeant Rock movie didn't get made because it had some financial issues that they couldn't get the money to get that movie made? That could very well happen. That wouldn't have been a problem with Netflix. That wouldn't have been a problem. What if they want to do another series with another character? I don't know. Plastic Man. That is one I'm really looking forward to. Like, what if the Themyscira series that is taking forever to be made is because financial, they have some financial constraints also. That wouldn't be a problem for Netflix. So those are good things that you can look at and say, yeah, you know what? That will benefit that universe. And I'm only, centering around DC because it's what we discuss here, right? So now the bad side of that is what I said earlier. Movie theater experience is gone. Digital media, I don't remember who said that, but somebody said, you will own nothing and you will be happy. Physical media is going to be a thing of the past. Like, if you think that, look what they did to Blockbuster already. And because of that, that's only going to be, because of this acquisition, it's just going to exacerbate it. They are not going to be making a third Superman movie, and they're going to put it on DVD. They're just not going to do that. Defeats the whole purpose of them having a streaming service. So movie theaters, they're gonna die off. They're not gonna die off the way that the exaggerated way that I put it, like they all go out of business, like Blockbuster Video did. But they're not gonna be as prevalent as they are in part of pop culture as it is. And it's sad because, listen, Superman was the first movie that I took my daughter to see in movie theaters. And she already asked me, when now we're going to go to the movies again. You see what I'm saying? Like, those are the things that those little experiences that you probably, my children already experienced, but probably my grandchildren are not going to be able to experience. So, yeah, I think this is a bad thing for all those things. What are you guys saying? I'm saying, Brian. Oh, let me go back to this. Oh. Wait, what is this? Squid Games. Oh, yeah, Squid Games too. That's true. Squid Game. Hello from Fiji. Ooh. We on fire. We got people from Fiji here. Shout out to Fiji. Joe Riddle, thank you for watching. Thank you for being part of the live stream. Squid Games, yeah. I don't know. I didn't like the last season. The season 3 was the last one that just went by. if you look at the story behind the creator of Squid Game, is fascinating. I'm not gonna get into that, but look it up, Google it. People not owning anything after they purchase it already. Purchase the thing. It happened in music, streaming, and game already. Very good point. Very good point, Tito, Kevin Clutch. With a very good point. You're right. See, and this is the next thing. So it's like this reinforces what I said. You will not own anything, and you will be happy. Remember back in the days when you had a cartridge, plug it, buy it, it's with you forever. You buy another console, plug it in, keep it. Same thing with and then Blu-rays and DVDs, and you buy it, plug it in, you give it to your friend, you swap it with your friend. Like all that stuff is gone. Like if you buy everything that you are doing now, you are renting everything. Everything is a service. Everything is a monthly service. Everything, and it's crazy to me. Like where the minute that I crashed out was when I purchased a printer, and the printer sent me an email saying, "We can send you printer ink for a monthly subscription of $50 a month." Like what? Even ink? Are you gonna really put me in a freaking monthly subscription for ink? So yeah, so right now you don't own anything. Video games you downloaded into your Xbox, PS5. Let's say a PlayStation goes out of business tomorrow, and those games are gonna disappear eventually. You're gonna have a PlayStation that's gonna last you probably another 5-10 years. But what happened when it dies? That's it. All that investment that you made on those games gone forever. So you don't own anything. Like Amazon, I have a decent library on Amazon movies. What if Amazon goes out of business? They're not gonna go out. Well, anything could happen. What if they go out of business? That's it. All those movies that I purchased on Amazon gone. See what I'm saying? So you're not gonna tell me that this is a better future that we're gonna be living in. And that the idea of physical media dying is really troublesome. What if Netflix we are going to restart Zack Snyder was on Netflix streaming only? What the fuck are you saying, bro? Am I having an aneurysm, Hunter Iggy? What if Netflix we are going to restart the Zack Snyder verse on Netflix, stream only, no DVD box, and you don't own it? Listen, I'm gonna talk about. That's gonna be my last subject. I'll talk about the Snyderverse because these people are freaking nuts. All right, so let's go back to this. By adding the deep film TV, you know what? Let's go back to this. Okay, so listen, they are poised to own this entire library, man. Harry Potter, Dune, Game of Thrones, Lord of the Rings, Beetlejuice. They didn't have, like I said earlier, they only had Squid Games. What else they had? I just freaking said it. They had a Squid Game and Stranger Things and Money Heist. That's it. If this deal goes through, they're gonna have DC, Harry Potter. Bro, we're gonna watch Harry Potter on Netflix. Dune, really? I want to see that. I want to see Dune on IMAX. If they're ever gonna do, like, if they're gonna go to Chapter House Dune, Children of Dune, or you go into the Herbert's kids other stories. I want to see them on IMAX. Game of Thrones, that's fine. I'm fine with seeing like stuff that we've seen already in TV. I'm fine with that. But they're gonna get Lord of the Rings, bro. Like even though I enjoy the hell out of the Lord of the Rings, Rings of Power on Amazon, but they're gonna get Lord of the Rings. Beetlejuice that is getting a resurgence. Wonka, I guess, whatever. The Matrix. I think they're supposed to see, like, the Matrix is one that I'm like, damn, man, they can use, like, really go crazy with it. Like, if they get it right, Because last time they did a Matrix movie and they just like missed the mark. But now they're gonna get the Matrix, the Conjuring universe, Turner Classics, Looney Tunes, Mortal Kombat. Bro, Netflix is about to come up. They're about, and this is why there are so many questions about this deal, because they are poised to just completely corner the market as far as great content, because Warner Brother has a legacy of creating all this amazing content, man. So now it's gonna be just residing there inside the Netflix library, and it's crazy to me to think about it. But not everybody's taking it down. Not everybody's too happy about this, including Christopher Nolan, who's the I think he's the director. Yeah, the director of Guilds of America, Christopher Nolan. The president. Yeah, they plan to meet with Netflix to address a major concern regarding the streamers' acquisition of Warner Brothers. They are gonna go over there. They are gonna make voice their opinion, not voice their opinion, but probably make demands, because the guilds can say, we're not making movies for you anymore. Like all these great directors, like Chris, Quentin's an asshole, but he's a great director. Like all these directors can say, no, I'm not making no movies for Netflix. You guys can go and F yourselves. And that could put pressure on Netflix to release a movie theater. So I think this is a good step on the right direction if they do achieve something. And I think the person to achieve it is Christopher Nolan, with the back end of other directors, because you don't want Christopher Nolan to show up and then he say, well, I'll direct this movie for you. You want everybody to be on the same page. AI. Yes, AI. This is one, let me see. This is one that I'm like, disgusted, because I use AI for thumbnails, work-related stuff, but those videos online are disgusting, and I'm really over it. I'm really over those videos. They're stupid. But anyway, so Paramount, Comcast, and Netflix make official bids for Warner Brothers. What the hell? I put the wrong link again. But anyway, let's talk about this. Netflix have been very AI friendly. Listen, in there, I'm not gonna say there are no benefits to certain things. Like for instance, I know that Netflix is working on voice translation of the characters in real time with AI, meaning that yes, that will cost voiceover actors their jobs. But I think, you know what? I'm not gonna fucking sugarcoat it. Like, let's say that I'm watching a movie because I have done that. Like, I watch a movie in English and Spanish, and when I hear the actor with a different voice, like, put it back in English. So if I hear at least the actor with his own voice in whatever language, in either Spanish or Chinese, whatever, Urdu, whatever language you speak, I think it's a cool thing to have. So I know there are certain things I'm like, yeah, I'm cool with that. I'm cool with you translating or automatically translating to whatever language. I'm cool with that. But creating movies from scratch with AI animation, no, that is garbage. I would never want that. And the thing is that they're gonna get this huge library of years of content, of all this, and this is just like this, scratching the surface, because if you go to Turner Classics, you see all those movies there under the Warner Brother banner that are going to be used. I guarantee you, they are going to be used by Sarandos and train the AI so they can create content on Netflix. Because Netflix, whether you love it or not, they are an expensive version of YouTube. Better produced and better organized, because they treat everything as content. and this is not going to be any different. They're just going to grab everything that is associated with all the back catalog that they have in there, and they're gonna use it to train the AI model and create, regurgitate new content with that. And I do not like that. But you can the genie's out of the bag. You cannot put it back into the lamp. So unfortunately, it is what it is. What are you saying? I'm wondering. Wait. I wonder if Netflix used AI to age Will down for season 5. Oh, that's a good question. For season 5 of Stranger Things, his face looked almost animated at times. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Sometimes it looked very good. Like when it gets it right, gets it right. But I don't because like this is a complicated relationship that I have with that idea, because like to enhance a scene, to enhance a CGI work, like I don't have a problem with that. What I have a problem is when people use it to imitate life, to imitate others, to take something that already exists and try to pass it as you own, or to con people. Because right now, like we're in the disinformation age. It's horrible. It's horrible out there. So yeah, what's the name? Donovan. He was right. But yeah. What are you saying? Well, hello. Let me bring this out. Klaus Schwab said, "You will own nothing and you will be happy." There you go. Thank you. He runs the World Economic Forums. Yes. Yeah. It was no. It was. I had a conversation with my wife, and she was the one who put me onto like, oh, this guy, the economics magazine, for those conspiracy theories. But yeah, I don't like the idea of AI being on everything, especially on the content that I'm consuming. Like if you're gonna like let the director say, okay, I'm gonna use it in this scene because I think it will enhance it, or well, another thing is that it's gonna be cheaper to produce certain movies, and smaller movies can also benefit from it. So there's like a lot of good with it, but I just don't like the way that it's been used lately. It's just not. That's not it. That's not it. It will be fun if Netflix pulled the Zack Snyder verse of the streaming. Sorry, because you don't know it. We get to that. We get to that. All right, so yeah, so Netflix, they put out a statement saying today Netflix announced our acquisition of Warner Brothers together will define the next century of storytelling, creating an extraordinary entertainment offering for audience everywhere. Did I save the link? Of course I didn't. I didn't save the link. Yeah, so Netflix pretty much made it official, but it's not yet official. They just like all this noise can go away any minute now. Any minute now. Let me see. So here it is. So, man, I miss going to Blockbuster. Blockbuster was a vibe. Friday nights, Blockbuster was a vibe. All right, so theater owners worry Netflix buying Warner Brothers will cripple their business. Hopefully the deal gets killed. See, they know. Movie theaters operators are reeling after Netflix, long viewed as a public enemy number one, announced that it has a deal in place to buy Warner Brothers. The sale, which still needs a regulatory approval, is going to get approved, has the potential to reshape a business that is already struggling to regain its pre-pandemic stride, leaving cinemas with fewer films to showcase on the screen. The world just shifted as it exists, said Stacy Spikes, co-founder of MoviePass, a subscription ticketing service. Guys, get MoviePass. If you can't get MoviePass, it helps movie theaters. Some theaters owners are only rooting for the federal government to deny Netflix the chance to vacuum up Warner Brothers because they rely heavily on 10 to 12 movies that the studio releases annually. This is something that I also said in a previous live stream. You cannot pull 12 to 14 movies, tentpole movies from movie theaters that earns them millions and millions of dollars. Can say billions as well. And think that business is gonna be sustainable. It's not. It's gonna die out. You cannot. Like, think about this. Like, let's say, God forbid, like you right now you have a job, and you get paid. I don't know, whatever. Let's put a number, right? Like, you get paid $50,000 a year, whatever it is, right? And all of a sudden, the company's not doing so well. You're already living within those $50,000 a year, right? So the companies start doing poorly, and the company said, "Oh, we gotta cut payment, blah 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 blah. We're gonna cut 20% of your pay." You know how devastating that is to your budget, to your car payments, to your monthly bill, to the food shop, and to everything gets impacted. Everything. So imagine now that taking millions of dollars from a business a year, how much detrimental it is to the business. Yeah, so yeah, they cannot survive if Warner Brothers stop churning out movies, those 12 to 14 movies a year. The movie theaters will die out. There will be just like one. Like, I live in outside of the main cities. I will have to go to the main cities to watch a movie. Like right now, there's an IMAX near me, but it's too ghetto. So like whenever I want to go to an IMAX, I have to go to the city. Like, we have to plan it ahead of time. With wifey, hey, let's go and do this, and then on the way there, we can also watch a movie. Let me see. Ooh, my Knicks are playing. Ooh, they're destroying. They kill it. All right. Hopefully the deal gets killed. Warner Brothers can be sold to a better entity, says Chris Rendelman, chief revenue officer at Fix Brew House. Flex Brew House, I guess that's a movie theater chain. A Texas-based luxury movie theater chain. The ball is on the court of the talent in Hollywood. Yeah, listen. If the talent gets behind this and say, no, we don't want this to happen, that type of noise can backfire. Can get the whole deal fall apart. So. Okay, so the ball is in the court of the talent in Hollywood. I hope they come out against this, because that could change things. All the IP in the world isn't going to mean anything if you don't have filmmakers and movie stars willing to work. Movies. That's another. Movie stars are gonna be on the decline. That's why Scarlett Johansson is doing. She even doing the Ivory commercials. She's doing everything. She's like she's what's her name? She's a female white Samuel Jackson. She does everything now. Yeah, the movie stars, like, I don't know. Remember the 80s and 90s? Movie stars were a thing. Will Smith, The Rock was a superstar. It still is a little bit, but like, there's no superstar. Like, to me, like, this last superstar is Tom Cruise. Like, Tom Cruise is one of them. Like, if I see it, like, oh, that's Tom Cruise. But like, everybody else is like, that's fucking Anthony Mackie. Fuck him. Anyway, publicly Netflix leaders have stressed that it expect to keep releasing films theatrically, but on a call with investors and press on Friday, shortly after the sale was announced, Netflix co-CEO Ted Sarandos didn't exactly give a ringing endorsement for the theatrical experience, even as he promised. See, he's full of shit. I don't believe that dude. I don't believe him. Even as I promised, the commitment the commitment Warner Brothers made to release upcoming films in cinemas will be honored. See, I don't trust that guy. I wouldn't look at this as a change in approach of Netflix movies, Warner Brothers movies. He said, I think over time they went. Oh, see, this is this is a little interesting. I wouldn't look at this as a change in approach for Netflix movies or for Warner Brothers. He said, I think over time the window will evolve. This is another word for saying it's gonna get smaller. The window will evolve to much more consumer friendly to be able to meet the audience where they are quicker. So you know where you're quicker, and you freaking couch. So that's why he's saying. He's already telling you ahead of time. Yeah, we're going to honor this movies that are already in the queue. Yeah, we're going to honor those films. We're going to put them in movie theaters. And we're going to honor the 33 to 45 day window. And after that, guess what? No, we have to evolve. We have to evolve to be much more consumer friendly. To be able to meet the audience where they are quicker. That is some bullshit. That is some BS right there. Exhibitors and filmmakers seize upon this commitment, believing that Sarandon said the quiet part out loud. I got the wrong one. Yeah. The most ominous, I cannot say that word. If ominous word. I read it once I can say that word. I was afraid to see that word ever reading these freaking things. Where I read where the window will evolve. See? When he said the window will evolve. Yeah. He said, says one A-list director. I know I know exactly what it means. Netflix wants to put movies in theaters for 1 week, the 2 weeks, then it's right into the streaming. At that point, why put it out? That's true, because keep it a stack. Like, if you know the movie's gonna be out, it's gonna be on streaming in 2 weeks. Like, unless you're a cinephile like me, like there's certain movies that, like, yes, I want to watch that movie in movie theaters. Like, there are certain movies that I want to see. I will go, even though there's a 2 week window, I will go and watch it. But if they make a sequel to, I don't know, Fast and Furious, not Warner Brothers, but anyway, you know what I'm saying. Like, if they make a sequel to a movie that I'm like I'll wait 2 weeks and watch it on Netflix. That's the type of attitude that's gonna kill movie theaters. Anyway, during the pandemic, many studios shortened the amount. Okay, we already know this. Yeah, so this is I think this is the writing on the wall. The whole thing about them saying stupid stuff like this, that the window will evolve. It's just another way for them to say, yes, we're gonna shorten the window on movie theaters, and eventually there won't be no window. And that's exactly what's gonna happen. And that's why it's gonna be a slow death for movie theaters. And even what's the name? DVDs. You're not, like, movies like right now. Where is it? Like, you get your Superman steel box. You're not gonna get that. Like, savor that. Save it. Like, if you have a copy of the steel box or Blu-ray, save it and savor it, because after this, they're not gonna put if they already signed everything on the dotted line with I don't know. No, I'm lying, because we don't know what kind of contract they have for DVD sales after the movie comes out. But let's say that there's a third Superman movie. You don't expect to buy physical media. Don't expect to buy the Blu-ray. Don't expect to buy none of that, because they are not going to put it out there. They are not just going to invest money on the very thing that they set out to destroy, which was physical media. All right. Let me go to the chat first. Let me see. What is this? Wait, oh look, I went up too far. Apple's buying our showcase cinemas. There are they? See, like Apple would have been the perfect buy, man. The perfect people to buy the studio. I miss when celebrities didn't have social media. Bro, you dropping some heat right now. Dell in the city, you dropping some heat. I miss when celebrities didn't have social media and when we didn't hear from them. Facts. We didn't hear like now, but they had to, now social media has made it another revenue stream for them. So it's very appealing for them to be on social media. And also there was a little report that came out a couple of months ago where studios want to make sure that these artists have social media presence so that way they can also advertise the movies when the movie comes out. So like sometimes like they would cast somebody who has, okay, how many followers do you have? Oh, you have 5 million. No, that's not good enough. How many followers you got? 25. Come on, sit down on the casting couches. Let's have a talk. But yeah. So I like the mystery of not knowing anything about anybody. Like, then there was like an aura to them. Like I remember that I saw Chuck Norris, and I was starstruck, and I saw in New York in the Trump Tower. Actually, I saw funny thing. I saw Robert De Niro coming out of the Trump Tower. That was that was in the 90s. I used to work for a company. Not gonna say a name, but I remember that I saw him, and I was like in the area. It's a loading dock area. He was coming out because he didn't want to come through the front, whatever, and he was getting escorted out through the back. And he was waiting for his car, and I was looking at him, and he said, "You can say hi." I was like, "How you doing, Mr. Theodore? I'm a fan." And I was like, "I'm having a good day." And it's so because I was starstruck. Like that doesn't happen anymore. Like after that, I seen a bunch of celebrities like, oh, it's so whatever. Like 2 weeks, like about a month ago, we were in New York, me and my wife and my kids, and we ran into Tracy Morgan. I was like, just Tracy Morgan. My kids went and took pictures, but I was like, it's just fucking Tracy Morgan. Piece of shit. But yeah, there's something about that aura that is gone from big artists. Let me see what he's saying. What if Netflix becomes one world dictator? No, come on, man. You're going too hard. AI content has become with adversary like apparent. You know what? You're right. That is what they should do. Yeah. They should come with like some type of this. Well, like they have the watermarks, but there are sites that know how to strip the watermarks and all that stuff. Those are the ones that bother me, man. Yeah. But what do you say? It's not able to get to finish his story arc with 2 movies. Sure. Maris will get to finish his Batman saga. Yeah, he will. That's that I'm happy about. James Gunn will have his Super Family saga. Yeah, he will. Casting couch, yeah. If you know, you know. But yeah, let's talk about this stupid shit. Okay, first of all, I always say that I like Zack Snyder. I'm not a fan of Rebel Moon. I'm not a fan of the idea of restoring the Snyderverse. But if they restore it, I always say like I will watch it. I will support it. I wouldn't campaign behind it. I haven't hashtag anything associated with that because I think it's delusional. But with the purchase of Netflix, a lot of you guys, and I left this subject for last because I think it's stupid. And I really refuse. I really don't want to keep talking about this over and over again. Anything could happen. Yes, sure. He can come back and do, I don't know, want to finish everything. And I don't know. Whatever idea you have in your mind of what the Snyder verse is supposed to be, let that be it. Let that be it. It could be that that thing happens for you. And I'll be happy for you if it happens. It could happen where Netflix says, yes, we want more of this darker tone DC IP, make it else worlds. And James Gunn, yes, we want to continue with this. That will be fantastic. Because then now you're feeding everybody. Everybody's eating. And there's no more. And that could end a lot of the discourse. You know, you're still going to have the discourse of people trying to compare, oh, well, this one made more views. That's not going to go away. But it would alleviate some of the drama between the Snyder cultists and because I'm a Snyder fan, but can be a Snyder cult. But at the same time, you got to think about this logically, right? Zack Snyder and Netflix don't have a great track record. They don't. Like the last movies that Zack Snyder made, like they killed two of his universe, the zombie verse and the Rebel Moon verse. So, and they invested a lot of money into those Rebel Moon movies. I mean, they didn't invest a lot, but it was millions of dollars. And they didn't get the views, the return, they didn't get the IRO. They didn't get the return of investment on those IP. I wanted to see the Zombieverse. I was more invested in the Zombieverse than I was in the whole Rebel Moon. I think Rebel Moon, to me, personally feel like it missed the mark. So I don't know if saying that Zack Snyder will return, it's logical thing to say. Like you have to like look at things objectively, because sometimes like we look at things through this bias lens all the time, especially you, lady. I know you're looking at things from a biased point of view, and I get it because we all have biases, right? But you know, like I said, it could possibly happen. Yeah, they say yes, he can come back and finish his movie arc or whatever, and they create this dark universe or whatever, the grown-up universe, whatever it is that you want to call it, the Snyderverse, right? Cool. Everybody eats. But knowing the relationship that he had, knowing how unceremoniously Henry Cavill left The Witcher and the relationship that he tarnished with Netflix, I just don't see that happening. If it happens, I will not that I will eat crow, because I don't think I'm not saying, I'm not set on my waist and say no, it's not going to happen. I just don't think personally that it's going to happen. Anything could happen, but me personally don't think that it can that it will happen. And it's based on that little bit of information. Those movies didn't, like, even the last photograph. We don't know if it's going to be on Netflix. Is it on Netflix? Do you know? I don't think it is. I think Netflix is not in the business of Zack Snyder anymore. So I don't know if it's a possibility that James Gunn can say, hey, those movies were cool. And Zack Snyder has a knack for those type of movies. He'll deliver. Let's bring him on board. That can also possibly happen. And that could also heal some of the wounds. But I just do not see that. I just do not see another thing is two competing universe. I don't see a Netflix having to understand and deal with a shared universe, because they never had a shared universe. This is a new thing that they're gonna be introduced if the deal goes through. This is a brand new thing that they're gonna have to learn to deal with, and having two parallels shared quote unquote universe happening at the same time will make things a whole lot more interesting. So, and to be fair, because I know people are glazing James Gunn, I'm a glazer, but I'm a very objective-minded person. James Gunn could be very well stay on board, still run the ship. It could be part of the deal where they told Netflix, nah, these guys, they got to stay and run this, like all that stuff that they say at the beginning, they're gonna keep the everybody intact. All those things can come to pass, where James Gunn stays there, Peter Safran stays there, Pam and Pam DeLuca, Mike DeLuca and Pam Apathy stay there. The guys from New Line Cinema, everybody that is some part of the leadership of Warner Brothers, they can pretty much stay there, or they can get removed and replaced by somebody that's already doing similar job on Netflix. I think James Lynn, something Lynn, the Lynn guy, Dean Lynn, I don't know. That guy was not a fan of the Snyderverse. So you already got 3 strikes. 3 strikes against the Snyderverse. Dan Lin, thank you. Dan Lin was not a fan. So you already have 2 failed universe, 1 actor that doesn't have a great relationship with Netflix, and Dan Lin, who's not a fan of the Snyder Bros. So yeah, you had 3 strikes against you. So I don't see this being a possibility. If it happens, I'll be happy, and I watch the shit out of this movie. I love Zack Snyder when he's doing DC stuff. And going back to the other side of the coin, James Gunn can pretty much be replaced. Dan Lin is the CEO. He can pretty much say, "Nah, I got it from here, bro. Give me those books. Give me those books. Whatever you written, that belongs to Warner Brothers. Give me the blueprint. I'll take it from here. I'll bring other directors. I'll bring Macquarie. I'll bring whoever he has in mind to direct this film. Pretty much, they can very much do that to James Gunn. Yeah, so anything can happen. So either they can keep them both, fire them both, keep one and not keep the other. But one thing I'm gonna tell you, anybody that's telling you that this is a 100% thing is lying to you and using you. I always say this to you guys because there's a lot of sites out there talking about this as if it's already confirmed that it's 100% happening. So don't let people take advantage of you. Yeah, Netflix can very much open up the vault. But another thing is that there's no way, no how. The whole, I saw somebody saying this, that the whole purchase of Warner Brothers was so they can bring back Zack Snyder. Like, bro, like Zack Snyder is like a small thing compared to the vast catalog and what Warner Brothers worth, bro. Like, these Glazers are incredibly stupid. All right, so let's chop it up with you guys because I know this is the spicy conversation that you guys like to get into. Okay, I think they'll get animation, which a lot of them don't want. You know what? And I'll be fine. I will be fine with an animation version of it. An animated version of this. Yeah, I will be absolutely fine with that. Netflix has the money to actually fix the DC mess. This is not a mess. That you are throwing your disdain for James Gunn's vision into this mix, but it's not a mess. DC is doing just fine, my friend. The only city animation is far less expensive as well. Yeah, that's true. They can they would, like, I could see them do that. Like, to me, that is a very viable solution in a very plausible scenario for them to throw a couple of $1 million and do it and do the whole thing animated. Yeah, I can definitely see that. Remember, Dan is the boss in the movie side of Netflix, who Warner Brother wanted as a DC head. No, they didn't want him. He was in talks. This is how you spread misinformation. he was in talks. He was considered, just like when you go for a job interview, how many people ahead of you are interviewed? He was just interviewed. We just got wind that he was also interviewed. But yeah. Oh no, he definitely agree with. Oh no, I definitely agree with. They can definitely say no. I'm not delusional. Yeah, you are. Yeah, nobody knows. So nobody knows for the last photograph is gonna be okay. See, I think the relationship between Snyder and, because I think they also had the Squad movie, which was also scrapped. It was some stuff that was already in the pipeline to come out on Netflix and was scrapped too. I think Netflix is no longer in the business of Zack Snyder, unfortunately. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. I think he wasn't getting along. There was like, I don't. You know what? These are rumors. This is not something that I can confirm nor deny. But he left The Witcher, and damn, man, that boy got played. I feel bad for Harry, the way that he got played. He got just like James Gunn said, he got dicked around. Don't forget don't forget Snyder is attached to the future Warner Brothers. Oh, that is true. Thank you, Lyndon Lay. I guess you glazing those pays off sometime. Yeah, that's true. Snyder is producing a 300 series, I think, for Warner Brothers. So I don't know how far along that is. So if it would have moved faster and get that into production, then that will see the light of day and into Netflix or HBO Max. Like, they say that they're gonna keep HBO Max separate from Netflix. That, to me, that doesn't make any sense, unless they do the whole thing with, like they do with a Hulu, where you go, you know what? Like, to me, that doesn't make any sense. Like, to me, at one point, they're just gonna merge, throw everything into Netflix, because that's the whole point of them buying that. They're getting this acquisition. David Cameron's work is a Netflix darling. See, that one is a fact. That one is an absolute fact. David Cameron's work is a Netflix darling. His career legit started in Netflix. He was in the Politician, Hollywood, and looks both ways. That's true. Look both ways. Sorry. They love him there. 100%. 100. Damn. That is a fact. They love David Cameron's work on Netflix, unlike Henry Cavill. Anyway, Netflix is done with Snyder. His contract was never renewed. Yeah, then I don't think that's really gonna happen. I'm done with this now. Yeah, me too. Me too. Like, if it happens, I watch it. I'm just not gonna make videos. Oh my god, it's not ever. No. Not. I would, like, even if they announce that they're gonna make Snyder part or whatever, I'm like, okay, I'll talk about it, but I'm not just gonna like jump over the moon. Like, yeah, fine, okay, I'll watch it. Dan Lin, oh no, just no, he didn't troll. He don't like you. He doesn't like you. Let me see. What's it? He trolls Snyder fans, but he was with Deborah and Snyder at the FGC. Yeah, he doesn't have a problem. Like, I would never have a problem with them, but I have a fucking problem with the Snyder cult. So that has no, that doesn't make a difference. Wait, hold on one second. Damn, we're not the part. Okay. Hey, Selena, you late, girl? You late. But good to see you here. I haven't seen you. Hopefully you're doing good. I haven't talked to you in a minute. After what Henry Cavill did to the Witcher and messing, yeah, they're not messing with her. Yeah, they're not messing with her. Hito, Cultist won the Snyderverse back. We all know, but does Snyder really wants to? He has he made that clear? I don't. No, he hasn't made it clear. Like he will be open to it. I mean, like it's a job. What director doesn't want a job? And the thing is that I hate to say this, he doesn't have a lot of choices. Like he has the UFC movie, then he's making like a lesbian action movie with Tay Diggs, Tia, I forget her name. Cool, but outside of that, I don't think he has anything lined up. So it's not like something that he can say, like the knee. You can say, no, man, I'm not gonna make another one. Like Nolan said, no, I'm not making it. Because when Nolan was asked to make Man of Steel, and Nolan said, no, I'll bring Zack Snyder, he'll do it. You know what I mean? Like he can pass up on movies, but I don't think Zack Snyder has the luxury to pass up on a lot of movies. Just say. Yeah, the UFC movies. I don't know if that's gonna happen. It could very, very well much happen. And that, you know what? I was intrigued by that. So, Zack Snyder in the Justice League universe can be a series on Netflix, while James Gunn in his universe, Superman and stuff. Anything can happen. Like a series. Nah, I wouldn't want to see that as a series. Nah, I want to see them as movies. But if they put it out there as a series, I'll watch it. I'll watch the hell out of it. I will watch the hell out of it. I saw a what? Coordinate? What? I guess cars went. Yeah, that's her. You know who you know. Like I'm like, cool, dude. That sounds like a cool idea. Even though Atomic Blonde is the greatest lesbian action film. But I don't know what, like, because she's like old. She's old and a comedian. She's funny. She's funny as hell too. Let me see. Oh. What do you say? What is it? Hold up. Oh, he's in a contract, man, with Dana White in Turkey. Okay, it's definitely happening. Okay, good. Distributed by who? Where is it gonna? Is it gonna be on Apple? Is it gonna be distributed by Warner Brothers on theaters? What is it? Where is it gonna be playing? Like, we don't know all that stuff. The Supergirl teaser is dropping next week, according to reports. I'm looking forward to that. I'm gonna do a live. Oh wait, no, I cannot do it live. I might do a video. I stopped doing videos because they're not like videos. I did 3 shorts. Let me explain to you my process, because my time is very limited. So like I grab like 3 pieces of news that I'm thinking, okay, this is fascinating. Let me do three shorts. And I did 3 shorts. I do this a lot. Far more than I should do. Like I sit here, do 3 or 4 shorts, keep them in the queue so that way I can upload them later, or like fix them up and upload them. And then I just like delete them, like, fuck, like, I don't want to upload this. And I shouldn't do that, because like every time that I never wanted to upload a video has gone viral. But it is what it is. Let me see what he's saying. Either Netflix or Paramount. I don't think Netflix, but Paramount, I can definitely see Paramount releasing that. Especially those macho movies. Jose Aguirre. Hey, Jose. Good to see you here, buddy. They told me, what? You lost Ben? Why? I lost what? You didn't think Netflix would buy it? No, of course not. Netflix was not interested to be, like, go back to like this whole idea that the wallet's closed, that the Snyder Bros got this thing done. No, this was a methodical move by Netflix, because Netflix first was like, we're not interested in buying this. And all of a sudden they are serious. All of a sudden they put in cash. All of a sudden they like give half of the planet for this. So like that, and Sarando's not like thinking like, oh, the Snyder Bros told me to buy this. Like, no. The Snyder Bros, what? the Snyder Bros reading this news like idiots, man. But yeah, no, I mean, I, if it happens, I'll watch it, but I don't think that's a real. It's gonna happen. Your Superman teaser reaction went. Yes, it did. Yes, it did. You know what? Thanks to this girl, to my homie over here, this girl here, Selena, because I was not gonna upload it. I was like, I'm tearing up. I'm acting like a bitch. And she was like, upload it. Don't be a bitch. And I uploaded it, went viral. So thank you, Selena. Yeah, I think I got 1,000 subs because of that video. Let me see. UFC signed a deal with Paramount and take it. Oh, so it's gonna come out. Definitely gonna come out on Paramount. Then it's more likely to come out on Paramount. But yeah, let me see. Wait, I went back down too far. Come on. Okay. Jose's playing you, Ben. Yeah. Oh, is he? I believe him. You be talking shit about me. Jonathan, that Noble, people are making a big deal out of the Netflix one over others a thing, and they are jumping out to conclusions about theatrical releases, but I don't think it's that serious. It's not a big deal like they make. Okay, time will tell, my friend. I hope, you know what, and I hope you are right. I hope I'm wrong about everything that I said about the whole thing with the movie theaters. I hope you are 100% right and I'm wrong. That this does not impact movie theaters. That movie theaters still a thing in the future. And I'm completely wrong. I hope. I love Peacemaker season 2. The last episode was bad. I didn't like the ending. Personally, didn't like the ending. Didn't like the ending. Yes. Yep. Yeah, I think so too. I think the cinematic experience is dying. It's on its last leg. This was like the stroke that broke the camel's back. Let me see something. Let me make sure that I got everything right. I think I covered everything. All right, guys. I think I covered everything. There was nothing that I. Oh, my boy, Comics Cuts. Shut up. Let me see. Netflix buying Warner Brothers. Already. That's an IP, FBI. What is this? Yeah, and it is. He was in line. He was in line. What is it? If the Snyder Bros can hold on to? Oh, to the who? Okay. Let's see. I think that's pretty much. Oh wait, what is this?
Yes. Which one? Any that come to mind?
You have to believe me. I have.
Okay.
But no.
Oh, this Brandon Sklenar video. I wouldn't mind Brandon. He's just not my top choice. Like I don't think he's like I'd be surprised if Brandon Sklenar is the guy playing the Batman in the DCU. Hey. What is this guy doing? Oh, he's promoting Marty Supreme as CCXP. I mean to say that if the Snyder Bros can hold on to hope there's for something that is. I guess so. I wouldn't say that it's dead. Never know. Anything can happen. I don't believe it will. I don't believe there's not a verse or it's not a. I don't know. Anything could happen, but I just personally don't believe that anything's gonna come out of the Snyder camp as far as DC content. Yo, Stranger Things was so freaking good. I think that's it. Yeah. What is this? Let me refresh this. Where is this? What is this? Okay. Wait. Where is it? Oh, that guy's so freaking annoying. Oh, man. Oh, what is this? Let's go over this. It's cool. How Warner Brothers Discovery CEO decided to sell to Netflix, and why the media giant auction may not be over as Paramount Skydance plot its next move. I think it's, you know what, that could very much, they have deep pockets. Like they can go straight to the investors. Like just like this could be all a chess move. Like imagine if this was like something where Sarandos and Zaslav are setting up the Allisons, knowing that they have money out the wazoo to pay for Warner Brothers. Because Sarandos say, what if Sarandos saying, "Hey, listen, I'm gonna make this bid. It's gonna, I'm gonna just like give you something crazy like $82 billion, knowing that the Allisons not gonna match it, but they're gonna do anything to come close to that on a hostile takeover, or a couple of billions over that on a hostile takeover." Like they can do that. Like they could be setting up the Allisons just to get them to pay more. Hold on one second. Let's go over this. That would be utterly insane. How Warner Brothers and Discovery CEO decided to sell to Netflix, and why the media giant's auction may not be over. Tinfoil. What is a tinfoil moment? What are you babbling about? I love Stranger Things. Stranger Things, so good. Gonna be sad when it's over. The straw that broke the camel's back. Strokes breaks the spring. The straw, my bad. English is not very well looking. The straw that broke the camel's back. My bad.
English, motherfucker, do you speak it?
The stroke. I said stroke. Oh, God. Restore the Allison with WBD deal. You're funny. Kevin the Davis, people in Hollywood is overreacting. This isn't a bad deal at all. Please explain. I mean, I wish and I thought about that, putting a link. so people can call it. In the end, it came down to 70 cents a share, and it means that it ain't over. Thursday morning, Warner Brothers Discovery received $30 a share. All cash takeover bid. Like, what if the Ellison come back? Like, I'm gonna pay you $35 a share. You know, the board is gonna say, yeah, this is a better deal, and that's what's called a hostile takeover. So that could very much happen, because the Ellisons are being embarrassed. The Ellison, he sent an email, a letter to Zaslav saying, "This is no way to do business. This is not men's. You don't have honor. Blah 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 blah." It's like some shit to that effect. You don't tell rich people what to do, bro. The minute you tell a rich person what to do, that's when they're gonna, hey, you watch me. All cash takeover bid. The media giant from Paramount, Skydance, sources told the Post. Meanwhile, Netflix offered to buy Warner Brothers studio and HBO Max. Yo, HBO is gonna sound weird with that doom. Like when you hear that TV flicker, that's when you know you're about to watch something good. You don't get that feeling with a Netflix doom thing, but hey, guess we gotta get used to that. Netflix offered to buy Warner Brothers Studios HBO Max streaming business in a deal that effectively values the whole company at $30.75 a share. You know what? When Zaslav, like, for what it's worth, Zaslav has been a freaking money making machine, because when I remember during the pandemic, because I was like, I should invest, because like the whole thing when they were doing day and day movie experience thing where they would come out in the movie theaters and they would come out and streaming, I was thinking, oh, that's the future. Maybe I should invest in Warner Brothers, and it was like $16 a stock back then, and I was like, nah, I'm not gonna invest. Like, if I would invest like 5Gs, I would be getting 10Gs right now, twice as much. But it is what it is. In hindsight, everything looks fucking fine. The race looked like a squeaker, but Warner Brothers board and its CEOs, David Zaslav, announced less than 24 hours later that they had accepted the bid for Netflix. This is repeating the whole same thing. Ellison, in fact, the Ellison, in fact, are livid. And they are now angling for a counter attack. I'm told. They also believe that they can win this battle by asking the case directly to WBD shareholders. Yeah, see, they can go to the shareholders and just give them a couple of dollars more. That's these people. That's why they all care about money, according to the three people with direct knowledge to the matter. That will be interesting. They are really pissed over the Paramount Skydance. This said media executive with direct knowledge to the matter. They think this was a rigged deal process because of the friendship between the CEOs, and they are see the CEO, and they're betting that the shareholders will be pissed when they find out what went down. If they're boys and they're setting up the Ellisons, there's some legal ramifications to that. I don't know. Maybe I'm talking out of my ass. Those CEO will be Zaslav and Netflix chief Ted Sarandos. They have a different view of the events that unfolded over the 48 hours, according to people with knowledge of the matter. Zaslav gave them six tries, and they still couldn't beat Netflix bid. Damn. Netflix was like, that's all you got. It's 10 billion more. Yeah, Netflix got all the money in the world, bro. Close to despite all this static, Zaslav, known as SAS, in media circle is said to be open to another counterbid from the Ellison. Anything is possible before any mergers closes, particularly one that looked like this, where the competition was some of the fiercest in recent corporate history, according to people close to the WBD chief. So listen, anything is possible. Like, this is not ironclad. Like I said at the beginning of the streaming, anything can happen. I think this is still a work in progress. I think this still there's a chance that the Ellison can get this. I don't want this to get it. Like, I'm conflicted. Like, I don't want Netflix to get. Like, I want Warner Brothers to stay on their own, but they're not gonna do that. But I would prefer the Ellisons over the. Like, I wouldn't want the Ellison. Never wanted the Ellisons on top of anybody else, but definitely didn't want Netflix. If the Ellisons come back with something more than $30 a share, possibly around 35, that pays on the that's crazy. Like, what if they come back with 35 and then Netflix says, here's 40 a share? Boys, pack your shit up. Up to the of the Netflix breakup fee. Possibly around possibly around 35. That pays of the Netflix breakup fee, they could be the owners. Say 1% of the believe. Oh, so see if they come back with 35. See, like, I feel like this could be Sarandos and Sasla playing the Allisons, and it's very possible they will. And when they do this, it's not over. We will have to sit down and think about what to do next. Zaslav is telling people, even the Ellisons, even if the Ellisons went back in, he doubts that they have the wherewithal. Damn, what word is that? I never seen that word before. Wherewithal to mount the series new offer. Among the reason he turned to Netflix is that he was concerned that the Paramount Skydance is not making any money and was unsure of who is guaranteed to bid. Okay, that's fair. Say a person with direct knowledge to this. See, so it looks like Paramount might not have as much money as I make it out to be. And they're not gonna. So he doesn't think that they're gonna come back with 35 a share. Back it up, Ellisons. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. What are you saying? Hold on. Let me go back. But the bidding wars ended and the shareholders already accepted the Netflix deal. Haha, they just crybabies over. Yeah, no, you can counter. Like, they can counter. That's called hostile takeover. They can go directly to the shareholders and say, hey, you're getting 30, I'm giving 35 shares per share. And if they agree, they will move on that. Rumors that Zaslav is going to make about 500 million from this deal. His salary is like 300 million, man. That's chump change. He's making more than that. He's probably making $2 billion. David Ellison and his dad, Larry Ellison, are Oracle. Yes, that's right. I don't think they're in the process of buying TikTok. David Ellison brought Paramount, Mary Tyler sharing to leave Paramount for Universals, and now they are trying to take Warner Brothers. Yeah, I know, but TikTok, I know they own Oracle. But I don't know if they already own TikTok. I know there was something about them they're owning TikTok. You missed the entire live stream, bro. You missed the entire thing. All right, guys. So I think we can wrap it up here. Let me see. Let me just do one last sweep to see if there's anything new that has broken, because sometimes it happens. And it's early in the day on a Friday evening. I gotta go and watch Pluribus. Great show. And it's all her fault. I gotta watch that too. Gotta watch like 3 episodes or something. Netflix is said to be the new owners. Okay, that's the new. I don't trust Elon Musk. Yeah, I think that's. I think we're good. Oh, sorry, wine. All right, guys. Thank you for watching. This was fun as usual. Thank you for hanging out with me. Make sure to subscribe, share the content with everybody. Leave a comment. Leave a comment before you leave this live stream. Don't hate watch, guys. Don't hate on the motherfucker. Go to the comment section. Just leave an emoji. That's all I'm asking. So that way that the algorithm sees some type of engagement and it gets pushed out to more people. But thank you for watching. Thank you for hanging out with me. I'll see you guys next Thursday or Friday, depends. Maybe Friday. But make sure to always stay in touch. You can follow me on social media platform, Real Anarchy. This was hit the like thumbs button before you leave too. Yes, thank you, Dale. Thank you, I appreciate you, brother. But I might join the. I don't know if I'm gonna join the live stream later on. I don't know if I will. I don't want to commit and then not show up. But depends how late it is, because I'm gonna watch a couple of episodes with a wifey. But thank you for watching. This was fun. Good night. Till next time. Never let your nerd die. Peace.